And we're back. I forgot to push a button. Don't worry about that. Uh, anyways, just gonna give this a few more minutes here. Do you have anything to fill the time, Samo, at all?
We can talk about Juzo's matchups, or we can talk about Zantetsu. I like talking about Zantetsu.
And why he's not banned? Like the fact that all but literally two characters that are completely shut down by him are already killed by the other top tiers as well. And we'd also have to ban Moria's teleport glitch by extension. Or at the same time, I guess. Because otherwise Moria would be way too broken without Zantetsu around to keep him in check.
I think so. The zombie's pretty tough. Uh, for I don't know about really tough, but would give him a run for his money, I think.
Alright, all but two players have checked in. Yes, I do read chat, Gizmo. And I will capitalize your name the way you asked this time. It's a strange request, which is honestly the only reason I remember it. Alright. I'm gonna double check that my BIOS is set correctly so I'm not breaking my own rules here.
How many problems do you think we're gonna have today? How many AES problems do you think we're gonna have today?
2.
2 AES problems, and that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good guess.
Well, there are 10 participants. That's 1 in 5. It's 1 of 5 players not catching the memo. Or setting themselves to AS Asia instead. Please make sure you're on Japan.
That's a good one.
Also, when your match starts, remember to push F3. Basically, if you're hearing coins, reset. And if that doesn't work, make sure you're both on the right BIOS. Because when you hear the coins, something's desyncing. And that's not good. I have no idea why it just suddenly starts mashing coins if only one of you is on AS, but I mean, hey. All right. I think that's enough of a pre-stream now. I'm going to go ahead and process the check-ins. Lucas is the only one who didn't check in. Wait, no, that's not
Is it?
true. Oh well. I gave him time. All right. And with it, Lucas checked in literally last second. There he is.
Wow.
All right. This is a pretty small bracket. We can go ahead and watch all of losers. But starting us off here. Oh yeah, by the way, please refresh your browsers so you see the correct bracket, because I shuffled all the seeds. But starting us off here, we have Shave Ice versus the Samocamo.
Shave ice. All right. See how that Moria's racking up.
They are in. Alright, so we've got the Samocamo on EX Setsuna against Shea Vice's Speed Moria. This matchup is pretty heavily in Moria's favor. Mostly just because Moria has mix-ups and really good movement, and Setsuna has neither of those things. Plus, Setsuna just in general really struggles to cover Moria's teleport. More so than most characters. Because pretty much everything he does is incredibly unsafe on block. He has to space his normals in order to make anything besides like 5A or 2A safe. And 5A is very committal if you want damage, while 2A doesn't lead to anything ever. Samo's taking round 1 pretty convincingly, though. One thing EX Setsuna does have going for him is damage. He's got really consistent super confirms, and just in general, yeah, even basic stuff can do like 25%, which is pretty solid considering the Setsuna we're talking about. Alright, good confirm from Shea Vice here. Shea Vice is in desperation, so one clean hit could take this. That was unsafe on hit, but Shea Vice rolled back, so it didn't work. And Samo takes game 1. One of the bigger things about EX Setsuna is his throw. Oh, switching off to Power Hibiki here. This still isn't a very good matchup for Setsuna, but it's a lot better than Moria. But I think Shea Vice is a bit more comfortable with Hibiki in general. So this is probably the right choice, if so. Alright, 2B. That was an interesting interaction, but Samo gets one hit of the overhead to take the advantage. Once you get an armor install in this matchup, you're pretty much set, because all Hibiki can really do about that is try to DM you. Everything else she has will still count as a whiff, so she's going to have a ton of recovery. So Hibiki has to play a lot more aggressively than she normally wants to, because if Setsuna gets an armor install, she's in a really bad spot, to say the least. Alright, overhead beating that 4A. Shea Vice doesn't seem to know how to block Setsuna pressure. Which, to be honest, I don't blame him. How often do you fight a speed Setsuna? Alright, Samo takes it with a simple super confirm right there. Sending Shea Vice to losers.
It's a good game.
Alright. Up next, please report your scores for one. But after that, we have Professor Gizmo versus the Samocamo.
Oh dang, I'm back in it. Hang on.
That you are, sir. Go get him.
Look at this. It's just non-stop game. I'm a big fan.
They are in. Alright, we have Speed Koji versus EX Setsuna by the looks of it? No, EX Koji. Well, these are two very traditionally neutral-centric characters, and neither of them have any worthwhile health pools because of the EX damage penalty. Or defense penalty, I should say. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about this matchup. I've never seen it. Much less with both of them in EX. Koji's command throw is probably really useful, just because, well, if they're not doing it on block, that is. It should do like a solid 25% with the OTG. You do have to be careful though, because although Setsuna's buttons are slow, they cover a huge portion of the screen and confirm from pretty much max range. So if you get caught command running at all, yeah, this is gonna happen. Armor is probably also really hard for Koji to deal with. Probably not as much as Ibiki, because they've got command grab at least, but yeah. Samo takes game 1. Alright, round start DP, doesn't work out. Good air deflect, gets the conversion. Oh, drops the under. I think they're trying to Kara cancel their 2 and 4, because you can just command run, immediately cancel into 2 and 4, and you'll get the knockdown from even farther away than normal, which is very important to learn how to do. Goes for dashing high. That's incredibly punishable. Samo capitalizing. Gizmo with that fake chain. He's been unsafe anyways. Not sure why he took that risk. Well, come to think of it, 2 and 4B probably isn't a bad enter in this matchup, because Koji's jabs are both faster and generally better than Setsuna's. So you can actually probably get away with a lot of stuff, even though you're even. Alright, but that's not going to mean anything if it whiffs. Samocamo taking game 2 and the set.
Good games.
Alright. Up next, we have Trashy Panda versus Delicious Burger. Please player match. Just waiting for them to get in game here. I should ping them on Fightcade. Alright,
there they go. So I believe we got, what, Akari and Power Setsuna?
Probably.
Akari's actually got a pretty decent matchup versus Setsuna. He's able to beat out the Setsuna jumping B with DP pretty easy.
Yeah. Trashy Panda's still on the way and Burger isn't, so... And I saw Burger come off of away, so they're definitely not AFK. There we go, now they're in. Alright, they remembered to reset. Good for them.
Also, Akari Fireball is really a useful tool versus set.
Yeah, this matchup is going to be pretty bad for sets if Akari's playing defensively. So as soon as he gets life lead, it probably shouldn't be that bad, because he's actually got a lot of really good ways to contest Akari 2A, while still covering her hops. But Akari's damage is just so high, it probably doesn't matter. Alright, Burger just throwing out these pokes, but gets anti-aired.
That's another thing Akari has too, is she can low profile the overheads.
I didn't know she was in that list of characters. Yeah, this matchup is just terrible for Setsuna then, because that takes away... That means Akari doesn't even need to option select his, I don't want to call it a mix, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The two moves that hit high and low, respectively.
Now, I haven't actually got a chance to lab out Akari's interaction with his overhead, so I don't know if it's like... if it happens all the time, or if it's just special cases, but she can definitely juke the overhead.
Well, that 2A definitely seems to beat it pretty cleanly. That's a problem. Alright, landing flash kick, gets the super confirmed, this is gonna kill. Alright, there it is.
Does a lot of damage and power. Holy cow.
In any mode it does, honestly. It's just way easier to do in power. Because you build meter faster.
I mean, like her 9B too. I think spins.
Alright, that was an interesting conversion. Doesn't opt to follow up on the pressure. Both of them just poking each other out. Trashy Panda finally getting a clean hit, but drops it. Oh hey, Panda counterpicked the speed. I didn't see that. Alright, Burger takes it with a JB. Now on match point here. This might be the third 2-0 of the tournament.
Could use overhead.
Frame traps with the flash kick. This is gonna hurt. Oh, drops it.
Yeah,
Panda's got another chance to live, but the back jumps. I don't know who was trying to catch with that back jump there. Might have just been panicking and not realizing that it was actually his turn.
Another overhead. Nice.
I think that one was actually 6 feet. No, that... Never mind. You're right.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
I gotta study up on Setsuna. Anyways. Burger takes the set. Alright, up next is Simba 00 versus myself.
Yeah, here we are. You been doing any labbing in your free time over there, Lemon?
For the wrong game.
You're on game, right? Are you still labbing out Mega Man or no?
Nah, I picked up SVG. I already found a TOD, which isn't cool. Anyways, that's not the game we're playing right here.
Scalable vector graphics. Hey, there we are. Okay. Simba on Speed Mario. That's the first.
Losers round 1 and 2 are both streamed.
Traditionally, Moria and really specifically Speed Moria is a miserable matchup for Akina, just due to the ability to negate any turtles and just get in and out of pressure without any kind of hassle. One thing, Kina does have those being able to kind of meaty the B teleports with his long and obnoxious normal, and that can kind of get him into some favorable trades. Trade in blows here. B and B. It keeps him in the corner. Good teleport. This is an OTG there. And punishes the overhead. Yeah, so just like that, meaty pressure on the TPs can kind of keep Mori in check. And another thing is that Mori's block strings are not completely safe. Once he starts using the B, 5B, 2B, 4B, they stop being actual block strings. Ooh, wow. Called out, but just drops it, unfortunately.
Man! I gotta get back to lapping this game.
Someone does not care about Akina 6B. He's pushed a button after it every single time.
Well, no one should care about it on block.
Was it not safe on block? I thought it was...
No, it's incredibly punishable on block. On hit, it's just incredible, though.
Okay. The Lee switch. Some people say Lee's better than Moria. Who knows? I got my own opinions, but we'll see how it turns out. Second one is just kind of keeping control of the air there with his big old 9C. Sema again, pressing buttons through pressure. Just misses the finish. Some more unfortunate drops. It's another Mario win here. We're on set point. A lot of backdashes. Lee's grab is one of the better ones in the game. Probably like number 2, number 3 grab in the game. Sema's been playing extremely mobile. It's looking like it's coming up to his advantage here. Lemon going for ABB. Oh, mix up. Nice. Just drops the combo. Well, that's not safe. Full screen, Lemon just punishes with 6C. Okay. Another super, this time it connects. I just missed the OTG and that cost him the round. Lemon ABB here. Just kind of a good strategy. Anyway. Oh, good mix up. And then, I guess, French caps. Good super cancel. It leaves Lee standing though. There's a range where Mori's super will not actually hard knockdown. just knock down. And I believe it's unsafe on hit at those ranges. Whoa, okay. A little bit of a trade there. And Lee getting some more frame traps. Not necessarily safe frame traps, but frame traps nonetheless.
For the record, he's the one on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, he's, where's he from, like Serbia or something?
Yeah.
Oh, actually Serbia, nice. Yeah, I am noticing there's a, kind of looks like there's a, maybe a little bit of lag going on here. And it's just part of having an international tournament. The online tournament at all. Sends it again, pushing buttons through those frame traps, comes out ahead. He's not been cowed once this entire match. He's consistently pressed buttons. Oh, good tick throw. Nice. Okay, gets the combo. Dash up raw super, it works. Lee again, going for it. Oh my goodness, look at that. A-B, such a strong tool. There's a reason Koreans ban Lee. Can't figure it out, but they have their reasons, I guess. Another stellar link there. AB is hard enough to react to outside of lag. I'm sure some of us are suffering from that. Again, at that range, where it just doesn't knock down. That should knock down. Oh, wow, wow. ABA into SDM. Lemon's got tech up his sleeves. Holy cow.
At the very least, that connection was somehow good enough that everything still buffered into your combos correctly.
Oh, very nice.
It was very visually incoherent, though. So I apologize to everyone watching. Yeah, it's kind of inevitable when you have a connection that far away and one of you is on Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi indicators on Fightcade aren't accurate enough to really ban it, though.
I'm on Wi-Fi.
Well, you shouldn't be. Anyways, all jokes aside, Lightspeed Lucas versus Gainsburg is up next, which will also likely be a pretty rough connection.
Well, they're both in South America. I mean, Argentina and Brazil are like...
Wait, is Gainsburg South America? I thought he was Europe.
No, Gainsburg's Argentina.
Oh, okay. Well, then that shouldn't be so bad.
They're like next door neighbors, pretty much.
They are in.
They can probably see each other's houses from where they are.
Alright, looks like we have Zantetsu Amano. Probably the best matchup Lucas is going to get out of the character he plays. Alright, which mode? Speed. Largely considered to be Amano's worst mode. It's still got a lot of really good traits to it. Mostly just the fact that Amano JC is still really good, even if they can't trade with things very well. I mean, personally, I just always go with EX if your character gets anything out of it against Zan, because honestly, there's so many layers to his mix. Against a decent Zan, it might as well be true.
Yeah, I think Speed's a better pick than EX versus Zan. I mean, you still get the nasty damage off of, like, Fandangos.
But you lose your super confirms, which is really huge for Mono, especially in a matchup like this where you have to be able to convert off of pretty much every straight hit, because Zantetsu's advantage is incredible. If he gets a guard cancel, you're just kind of screwed, frankly. And since the only... Oh, and that's a really clean dive kick from Gainsburg right there. Since speed chains in general are just really easy to guard cancel, and Amano doesn't have incredible tools to bait it, in speed at least, I just don't see it personally.
The 2As are a little hard to guard cancel. Not impossible, but harder than, like, you know, jumping normals. Like, jumping C is probably the easiest thing to guard cancel off Amano.
Alright. Oh, clean hit from Gainsburg, but drops the combo. Still manages to get a dive kick during Lucas's attempted deck chase. Oh, counterpicking Kaide.
Speed Cade, look at that. I'll see how that goes.
Well, it's a significantly worse matchup mathematically, but matchups aren't everything. We'll have to see if Lucas has some tech in the lab.
Air fireballs are pretty decent.
Zan has a pretty hard time contesting Kaide 5A, which is probably why Lucas is going speed here, because 5A is a really good empty cancel for speed Kaide. I would argue it's one of the better empty cancels in the game as a whole, because it leads to a free hit confirm, and it's incredibly safe on block while still letting you get close enough to do it again, potentially. And if they deflect, you're still close enough to try and command grab. Gainsburg with that really hard call out on that deflect.
Yeah, he's messing that button. That thing's working for him.
Oh, that's going to be a huge punish. Drops it, but goes for the BC reset.
It's got a deceptively gigantic range. Holy cow.
It does. I think we might have to put Zantetsu in the boat of usable power BCs after this.
And it's like kind of fast.
The coveted fourth usable power BC. Why wouldn't it be on Zantetsu?
Yeah, of course.
Alright, any hit could take this now. That could be it. Oh, just barely not enough, but gets the trade off the dive kick with the air fireball. Lucas, back in this. Made this matchup work. Cross up command grab, classic, gets the Fandango. Tries to take the throw, but that's a little too greedy. Attempted tech chase, Gainsburg delaying his tech, very smart.
What a guard cancel, holy cow.
This mix could take it. There it is.
The man's psychic with these deflects.
Now that is one way to end a round.
He went from pushing 5A to deflect in a heartbeat. Holy cow. That's crazy.
Alright, well. Gainsburg sends Lucas off to losers in quite admirable fashion. Up next is Lucas versus Shave Ice.
The match of the century right here.
They are in. Alright. Moria versus... Eh? Moria? Moria mirrors are pretty cool. Mono! Alright. Looks like he might want EX, but doesn't remember the code.
He'll get there, he'll get... Oh, no.
Gives up and picks speed instead. To be honest, speed is actually pretty decent in this matchup. Because
Yeah.
maybe against an EX Moria, not so much, but against Speed Moria, he actually does benefit a lot from the extra damage from EX. Because he's like the S tier that doesn't actually hit the damage cap. Ooh! That was a pretty clean thick throw from Lucas right there.
Oh, Raw Super calls him out.
Barely gets any damage though. It's not a very rewarding anti-air.
Again with the command grab, very nice. What a call out, holy cow. He's backed in the corner, yeah? And now he's out.
Alright, Lightspeed Lucas throwing down this strike throw pressure with his JC and command grab. Classic mono shenanigans. Manages to get the tech chase. Discards the super for better confirm, but just mashes out apparently. And goes for the reset, no respect!
I'll assume that was intentional.
I mean, it is Lucas. When's the last time he didn't go? When's the last time he didn't go one tournament without doing the command grab Fandango? Kill, I should say. Once again, trying to go EX. I'm realizing we need a win switch rule now. Oops.
Oh yeah, AES.
It is physically possible to switch. We actually need to specify that. Oh well.
Lucas is playing a mono like a grappler.
Well, I mean, it's working.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Big buttons, good mobility, good grab. Sounds like a quality grappler to me. Both of them trying to deflect. Shave Ice leaves himself plus though. In a straight charge.
This time it's the OTG there, but it all works out.
Shave Ice doesn't seem very comfortable in trying to punish these shoulders. Which I don't blame him, it's actually pretty hard to do.
It's kind of got a weird punish to it.
Yeah, there's also the fact that it just doesn't create a block spark, which is really weird. Makes it kind of difficult to react to when you actually blocked it.
Also, no hit counter increase when it does connect, which I can't wait for them to rectify in Last Blade 3. Wow, what a super.
Alright, could confirm. What's the mix-up? A mid?
Whoa, calls him out.
No faith in Lucas's Fandango coming out. Alright, J-Vice has life lead. He could run the clock here. He seems intent on doing so. But that deflect could take it. Oh my god. That JB? If he had used any other jump normal even, I think that would have been a draw.
Talk about a buzzer beater. Holy cow.
Alright, well. Not too shabby. Alright, well normally we would have Simba versus Lightspeed Lucas up next, but I don't wanna make Lucas play 3 times in a row. That seems kinda mean. So let's just go ahead and watch Trashy Panda versus Professor Gizmo first. Give Lucas a bit of a break. Just gotta wait for the game here. I think we should have a Setsuna mirror here, right? Wait, no. Gizmo plays Koji. You know anything about that matchup?
Setsuna Koji?
Yeah.
It depends, because Power Koji, her 9B is pretty obnoxious versus Setsuna. Doesn't have a whole lot of ways to contest it. Speed Koji is pretty much a wash. I mean, if they know the Oki, they know the Oki. But beyond that, it just plays like any other match.
Well, seems we'll have Yuki here anyways, rather than Setsuna. This is a considerably better matchup for Koji than Setsuna is. I know that much, because Koji has some really good fireball punishes, and her normals generally beat out Yuki's a lot more consistently because Yuki's are not disjointed. So Koji can just keep poking at Yuki and just block any fireball that comes their way. Oh, and there's also the fact that Koji's B fireball will win the fireball war against Yuki. Even if Yuki reflects it, it won't matter.
Look at these deflects. Dang.
Right. Gizmo's laying down the rush gen and gets the raw super confirm. Or straight super confirm, I should say.
He's going in.
I've never seen someone so confident in a 2A before. Alright, Panda switching off to Setsuna. Moral of the story, don't sleep on the competition, ever. You will die. Alright, good chain. It's knockdown, what's for breakfast? Dropped Oki. Gizmo recognizes it and punishes with a 5B chain, or 5A chain. Oh, that kills!
Wow. EX damage versus EX health.
Gizmo on tournament point, or not tournament point. Wow, really jumping the gun there. Set points.
Just drops on.
But
making good use of that 9A, one of his best normals.
alright, good confirm the Panda right there. Gizmo dropping his own hit confirm. In fairness, Koji's 5A into 2B is a really weird timing compared to most. Oh, nope, that's safe on block. Good bait from Panda right there.
236B, Setsuna.
Yeah, it's actually plus on block. It's one of the few moves that is actually plus on switch guard.
Plus on switch card, really. Maybe I pressed a button, but I think I've gotten punished from that before.
I mean, it's possible that perfect switch guard gives you a lot more advantage than one frame off. The A version is very punishable on switch guard.
Oh yeah, A version's sneaky.
A version is the I need damage now or I'm gonna die anyways.
The A actually, with how fast it comes out, it's actually pretty good anywhere. But that's about where it is. Oh, wow.
Gizmo just pushing buttons at mid-range and Panda's having enough of it.
He caught him with it, yeah. I guess it corrected.
Yeah, if you see a Fandango coming, the best choice is to just jump deflect. It'll beat both versions. Because there's actually a command box that doesn't tick up the combo counter as they're running towards you, and you can deflect that for some reason. Although, in fairness, I can see why Panda would be a little reluctant to do so, since as soon as jump squat is longer than normal. So it's kind of hard for him to do that in most situations. Damn, Gizmo laying down the pressure!
Not letting up.
That was like 5 good guesses in a row. Alright, well, Gizmo moving on. Alright, up next, we have Simba Double O versus Lightspeed Lucas. I trust that he's had time to recover by now. And if not, I don't know what he's doing in a tournament. Because these things can be long. Alright.
There.
Looks like we might have a Moria Mirror on our hands. That we do. Speed Moria to be precise. Yeah, that stage is banned. I think you got him backwards. There we go, that one's okay.
Alright, here we go.
This one only lags during the first round transition for some reason. Or the first round transition. I still have no idea why, but it does. Otherwise, this stage seems clean as far as I can tell.
Alright, so Lightspeed Lucas is on dark blue.
I believe so. Yeah, he is. Right, a lot of unsafe chains here, but not a lot of punishes. Connection might be a little rough still. Alright, good deflection Lucas right there. Yeah, as strong as Moria's pressure is, that one spot right there, low deflect is really hard for him to contest. Oh, jeez.
Yikes.
I guess we have a 1 minute transition instead of a 30-second one like normal.
Yeah, noticing a lot of 3C at the end of these chains here. And normally that's safe if you teleport cancel off it.
They'll still lose pretty hard to deflect though.
Oh yeah, no, I mean safe as in. Oh, there's a TP.
Yeah, the only thing Moria has to beat Deflect there without just straight up disengaging is 3A. Or I guess technically Speed PC, but that won't do anything. 3A is incredibly unsafe on block, even if you try and cancel it.
3A. Yeah, I mean, you can TP cancel out. If you 8 TP out, I think it should be safe.
No, that's true. But then you're not really accomplishing anything there either.
No, yeah, you're still fishing and then getting back to neutral.
Yeah, you might as well just disengage there, because otherwise you're opening yourself up for the opponent to potentially high deflect. And that just doesn't make sense. Nothing's forcing them to, so...
Oh, there he goes, box the overhead, gets the punish.
No, Gizmo. This one is legal. It's the one with the void in the background that's banned. Although I've been hearing that people have just been calling lag because of salt. Still haven't had enough of a chance to figure out how much slowdown Shrine actually has. So it might actually be okay.
Super? Oh, wow.
Hang on by Shred of Life. But it's 3C, no cancel off it. And that's that. Lucas is now on set point. Alright. Some nice, clean 10-second hit confirms here. That's actually exclusive tech to this part of the game. If you play on any other platform, you will normally only have like 10 or 11 frames to hit confirm those.
Alright. Back to neutral. Bury each other. There's the key.
Alright, one more mix will take this. Lucas tries to deflect. Oh, Simba could take this! There it is. Simba's back in this. Although the connection is not, apparently.
Here we go.
Alright, that's technically unsafe. Oh, jeez. I don't know what you want me to say here. Do you want me to make more jokes about the lag? Because I think they write themselves here.
I think there's a joke in there about being able to anti-air. Having enough time to anti-air, but they're just kind of looking at each other.
Well, Lucas takes it with perfect.
I think Simba may have let go of the controller there.
Probably. It's unfortunate, but it happens sometimes. Stands worth mentioning again, if at all possible, please play unwired.
Haha.
Anyways. So, up next, we should actually have a really good connection. We have the Samocamo versus Delicious Burger. These two are basically next door to each other, literally this time.
Yeah, he lives right across from my street, actually. That was a joke.
Yeah, it's a real shame, Lucas. I think that was literally the worst connection that was possible in this bracket.
Is Brazil or Argentina further away from Serbia? That's a Jeopardy question for you.
I have no idea, but according to the little flags, I think Brazil. Anyways, they're in. Alright, going to battlefield. One of these days we'll have a matchup here where I get to talk about the wheel. But this is not one of those matchups because both these characters have very, very telegraphed rules, so... Alright, good flash kick from Burger right there. Both these characters also like to play in the air a lot. So it's mostly just going to come down to who's got more consistent anti-airs, and... Akaris are not only more consistent as a whole against Setsuna's jump-ins, compared to Setsuna's anti-airs against Akari's, as shown there, constantly trading. But Akari's flash kick also confirms super, which will do, like, well over 50%. Against an EX character, it's probably more like 75. Alright, goes for flash kick, but the wrong follow-up. Doesn't get to try for super after that. Jump-ins from Burger here. Or from Simo here. Ooh, Burger taking out of that tech chase. And that's gonna go. Oh wait, Burger takes aim 1. I forgot there's an EX character involved. It's already gonna be over. You see him change modes? Nope. Sticking with EX. He's got to win 2 games in a row with this. Ooh, whiffs the JB so they can get a tick throw. Doesn't really do anything with it. Something that Burger should really be taking advantage of is forcing the opponent to block fireballs in this matchup is really, really good, because chip adds up way faster than you'd expect. And Setsuna's buttons are also slow, you basically get full Oki after any block fireball at that range. You lose your cross-ups, but you've already got so many other things, and your frame trap is so consistent that it doesn't really matter. Come to think of it, I don't actually know if Akari's crossings work on Setsuna. Anyway, Samo getting that really clean super confirmed, installs the armor and tanks right through a fireball. Drops his conversion after though. Gets the anti-air, but whiffs the overhead. No drop punish from Burger right there. No OTG off the throw. Alright, Samo takes it. We take those. Good throw. Yeah, even as Setsuna, you don't want to space your jump-ins that deep. I mean, at the very least, Samo has port priority, so if they throw on the same frame, Samo wins. Which is probably shown there. Alright, Samo has install up. It's really difficult for Akari to deal with install, but that is one way to do it! Ah, it's a really hard read, but that would have killed if Burger didn't drop the follow-up. Alright, Burger's now on set point. Good throw, doesn't opt for the OTG 5C. Samo doesn't seem very comfortable with that. I wonder if it actually gives you worse Oki. Or if he just didn't bother to learn the link. Alright, super confirmed. That's gonna take it. Samo getting knocked down to losers.
Good stuff. Yeah, the 5C gives you a lot less Oki. And if you whiff it, you eat a full combo, which I don't like eating full combos in EX, so I just don't try.
That's fair. That's fair. Alright, but up next is myself versus Gainsburg. It's days like these that make me consider regional seeding, and then remember that we're just going to have all the worst connections in the later rounds instead. So, whatever.
And there they are.
This is literally the matchup that made me pick up an actual pocket.
All right. Zantetsu lead. Match of the Aegis. Match of the top tiers. Does Zantetsu win this matchup? Sure. Is it 100% unwinnable? Not in the slightest. ABB is going to be a really big tool. Depending on how consistent you can be with it and how fast you can be with it, you can use it to juke dash slice and get out of dash slice setups. ABB, or AB in general, is pretty punishable by kunai though, which is something to have to be aware of. ABB though is easily, like if you do it, you can get punished by dash slice. And they can dash slice right through it. Oh wow! Double kunai, max range. All right. Extremely unsafe, but it makes it work. Wow. That was a good super. All right. 3C, 5C. Gainsburg pushing buttons through release pressure. Not something you want to be doing. Just got some gnarly moments. Ooh. And dive kick takes it. He's taking a lot with dive kick this tournament. Sticking with Power Lee. I don't know if kunai is safe at that range, but nothing punishes it anyways. I want to say it's unsafe, but I have not actually tested it. Good grab. Oh, wow. Again, that damage off a grab. It's insane. Some of the best. Gainsburg getting his deflection. ABB, ABC, alright. Oh, SDM. It's not very often you see a Zan SDM. Very useful though. Comes right back with his own SDM. And punishes the very unsafe full screen BC. That makes it 1-1. Alright, all tied up. Good parry. I've been doing a lot of what looks like empty cancels off this 9C. I know they're working out. Gainsburg with DP. Not a very commonly used option off a Zan. Oh, it just misses the link. ABA takes it. ABA SDM. Yeah, that is a very clean combo. I like it. Very clean confirmed, too. Trade was very much in Lee's favor. Lee can't really AB B spam versus Zan with the threat of dive kick. I mean, you can, you just have to be smart about it. And be able to guess correctly. Again, 9C in the air Rekka. Dodges right through the 6C, that's clean. Good grab. I guess it's the, what is it, 8C OTG? And ABB takes it. If I'm not mistaken, Lemon just knocked out Gainsburg.
That I did. Alright.
Very good match.
Yeah, AB gets through a surprising amount of Zan's stuff. His only real answers to it are disproportionately committal to the rest of his toolkit. So it's really not a hard matchup to learn, which is most of why I picked up Lee as a counter pick.
Yeah, AB's killer move. It just gets blown up by Kunai.
Yeah, neutral Kunai is actually really good in that matchup. Lee often finds himself playing at the range where Kunais are actually pretty difficult to punish. So you're pretty much restricted to dash and throw. Anyways. Up next we have the Samocamo vs. Lightspeed Lucas.
Alright. Lucas, my man, it's go time.
Alright, they're in. Are we gonna see some Setsuna Yuki? Oh, Setsuna Okade? Ah, yeah, we are. Alright, so neither of these characters have any real mixes. Both of them have insane damage. Setsuna's got really good disjoints, and Okade's got a really good fireball. That's pretty much all you need to know. The rest is pretty bug standard across the board. They've both got really good anti-airs, but they're kind of inconsistent, because Kaide's is a weird multi-hit, and Setsuna's is really hard to get damage off of. Oh my god, the stun from Lucas already! Drops the conversion, though. I don't know if it would have killed, but even against Setsuna, that super's unsafe in the corner, so...
I told you that's not safe. 236B.
Wait, that was the B version? Huh. I wonder if there were emulator issues on the version I was testing with. Should be safe at max range, though. Hitbox is gigantic. Alright, good throw. Chip is incredibly unsafe, and that's going to let Samo take it with a throw. Good fireball attempt from Lucas, but Samo saw right through it. Even from full screen, Setsunu can punish that fireball. He can't do so on reaction, I'm pretty certain, though. And if he tries, Kaede has... Actually, I don't think he has against his answer to that. Never mind. I think he's just got to try and deflect the jump in. Because DP won't... DP doesn't actually combo into itself against an airborne opponent, which is really frustrating. Alright, Samo's got armor up. It's not impossible for Okaide to deal with that, because he's got a really good command grab and 4A whiffs quickly, but it's still very strong because it just shuts down all of his mid-range pokes. Alright, but Samo takes it. We're gonna see counterpick from Lucas here. Amano! Alright, JC's really good. That's pretty much the matchup here. And something Setsunu's got no moves. Interesting dash in from Lucas right there, but fails to recognize that it hit anti-air. This could hurt, but it on combos. Alright. Samo takes that with a DP. It's a very strong tool for tech chasing. Even against Mono, surprisingly, because although Mono's horizontal disjoints are just phenomenal in the air, his air-to-ground presence, or his air-to-ground priority isn't that great. The other reason why it's so hard to contest him while he's jumping is because if he spaces the JC, it becomes absolutely terrifying, and he's also got some miscellaneous gimmicks to keep you from committing too hard to your anti-airs. Alright, that was a pretty solid take throw from Sama right there. Let him take the set.
Good games to my good pal.
Alright, up next we have Gainsburg versus Professor Gizmo. Please play your match.
Gizmo's kind of got a wild style of playing. And I want to see how that's going to go against Gainsburg, because Gainsburg kind of plays a little bit fast and loose as well. I'm kind of excited for that.
Yeah, both these players are just defined by their ability to pin down scrambles. Make sense of all that nonsense.
They go in.
I should probably ping them.
But Professor Gizmo's online. We're waiting for Gainsburg to come off away, I guess. Or if it... No, there they go.
Well, this is going to be a bit of a rough matchup for Gizmo. Opting for EX instead of speed. I don't even know what to say about this matchup. It's it's an incomplete Shoto versus the best character in the game. Gizmo's got to really dominate the mid-range in order to actually get anything done here. Which, as Gainsburg has demonstrated, Tetsu can do really well as well, so... I'm not even necessarily sure Koji has an advantage at that range.
Yeah, Zantetsu 5A, Zantetsu 9A, kunais, delaying his jumps. I think he's got neutral pinned down pretty well.
Yeah, if he has a read, he can even just go for a raw slash. And that'll confirm kunais for 25% and half a bar. Which is as much as Koji can do in the best case scenario. Also, Gainsburg laying that red start instant overhead. Don't ask me why that move is an overhead. The overheads in this game make no sense. Gainsburg guessing wrong. Gizmo dropping the ender though, leaving himself punishable.
He's got to be careful with chip here.
Or that air-to-air JC. Alright. Gizmo kind of picking speed.
Yeah, speed's probably a little bit of a better choice. EX is just really hard to do against someone who can knock out 30% of your health with one guess.
Yeah, if they were playing a bit more aggressively, I'm probably be inclined to say otherwise, but Koji Rushdown is purely opportunistic. She definitely wants to try and dominate the mid-range in this matchup. It's the only place that she's not at a complete loss. Well, besides maybe full screen, because her fireball's really good. But she's not going to stay at full screen for very long.
Wow, what a trade. Completely stuffed it.
Goes for the tick throw. Meaty Fandango. Gainsburg has the awareness to roll out of it. Yeah, you'd think Meaty Fandangos make for a really good mix-up, but the problem is that if you do it early enough that the Super Flash plays, the opponent can just roll out on reaction. Gainsburg takes that with a stray JB. He wins the set.
Good stuff.
But yeah, like I was saying, Meaty Fandango, unless you're fighting specifically Kaide, is not very consistent for 99 out of 100 situations. Because if you're doing it early enough that it'll actually be a meaty against neutral get up, it's not gonna. They're gonna be able to roll forward on reaction anyways, so it wouldn't matter. The only time it could even theoretically hit them is if they roll back in the corner. If you OTG Kaide while he's lying down, though, face down, though, for some reason he can't roll forward, which opens up all manner of mix-ups. Anyways, moving on. We have Gainsburg versus the Samocamo.
Alrighty.
As soon as they want to report their scores, at least.
My Argentinian pal.
Oh, they're in already. Jeez. Alright, we have Makuro EX Setsuna. Traditionally a very, very good matchup for Makuro. Setsuna doesn't really have any consistent answer to Crawl besides 2A. And 2A leads to absolutely nothing, even in EX, because you have to chain into it first. Oh! wake up STM and it works. Alright. Just running around. Punishing the 6-2-3 mash. Yeah, that move is really not nearly as safe as it looks at first glance. I see a lot of people asking how to deal with it, and I literally just say, run up and push a button. No one ever believes me, and here it is. Alright, some good air dares from Samurai right here. Get a knockdown against Gainsburg. That's not quite going to chip out. Samo leaves himself barely safe, but a guard cancel from Gainsburg is going to take it. Samo might be counterpicking a top tier here. Here we go. We have Macarons and Tetsu. Probably the single fastest matchup in the game. Both these characters' advantage states are absolutely ludicrous, and they have incredible ways to get in on each other. Like in 9 out of 10 situations, you can literally just jump in, and they're just forced to guess between dive kick or overhead. Well, jumping normal, I should say, not overhead. So still overhead. Alright, good deflect from Gainsburg right there. Putting himself on set point. Gainsburg racking up that chip. Actually leaving himself safe. Or rather, Samo drops the punish. There we go. Switch guard in the 6C. Alright, some good conversions from Samo right here. Not quite getting the stun, but leaving Gainsburg low enough that there it is. It's just about to say. Alright, the dive kick works out for him. Samo's got invisibility, but that doesn't mean he can't be grabbed. Gainsburg makes it up to an invisible opponent, but eventually gets caught, unable to react to the roll. Samo capitalizing in wonderful fashion. Yeah, honestly, if Santetsu is invisible and you have life lead, it's usually better to just run than try to continue with your Oki, because you can't react to rolls, and that's 90% of how Oki works in the first place in this game. Unless you've got a really hard read, just back off. Counterintuitive as that is. Alright. Someone installing invisibility and going for a run-up throw by the looks of it. Might have been a jump in. Alright, installing invisibility again. See if Gainsburg's figured out how to deal with it. Doesn't seem like it. That Whiff Super's gonna hurt, but Gainsburg not quite capitalizing. And another raw STM out of pure desperation. Samo baits it and wins the set.
Good games.
All right. We are now in top 3. All matches from here on out will be best of 5. Or first of 3 if you prefer. Starting us off in winners finals is Delicious Burger versus the Final Lemon.
Alright, there they go. See how this pans out. Parakari, Paralee. Historically, a good Lee match. But we'll see if the flash kicks get him out of here. Akari flash kicks at least. And he does have a way to deal with Akari projectiles if he's fast enough. ABB, just a really gnarly 2 overall. And yeah, 2A is really going to be Akari's best tool here, I think. Aside from the flash kick. Good confirm. Just kind of looking at each other. All right. Gets punished with a grab. Okay. Again, playing really defensively. I guess Lee really doesn't need to go in. He's got enough ways to deal with that fireball. Kari blocks correctly. This is the link. He pays for it with the surfer. It's going to sting. Don't think it'll kill, but it'll hurt. Yeah. Lemon very smart on avoiding the chip on the fireball, but still eats a 2A. Which 2A, 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 while being kind of a silly combo, actually does quite a bit of damage. Oh, frame trap? Okay. Again with that 2A pressure. Lemon over here buffering is oh, misses. That's a shame. Goes for the beat follow instead. Smart. Good grab. Lemon just out of range for the second hit of the air rucka, but a good jump over that fireball takes it anyways. Misses the tech chase, it's unfortunate. And now we're back to full screen. This time's Lady eats that fireball. A lot of 9Bs here from Kari. Grabs him out of the AB. Yeah, That's the one way you can actually deal with the guy who's A-beaming is grab will take him out of it. Wow, what a jump. Still eats DP though, and is gonna be super. Yeah, Akari teleport is not safe, but there's enough options to it that you can kind of make it safe. I don't know all the options. Oh, good buffered flash kick from the lay there. Lemon opting to punish with a grab. Again, nice dodge in that fireball. Looks like he's going to try and reflect it back, see if he gets the timing on it. Just gonna let that happen. DP takes it. Wow. Yeah, the timing for the fireball deflect's kind of wonky. Especially with Akari, she's got such a fast fireball that it's kind of hard to get. You have to be really fast. Alright, fake the 9D, get the grab. I believe you can OTG after Akari grab in the corner with 5C. I think, maybe 3D. Good confirm off that 9B, takes it. Oh, 2B's pretty disgusting normal. Unsafe. Pretty much everyone on the screen. Like, it looks like a good anti-air, but it's just doesn't do a whole lot. Hit 2As, getting them out. And then eats an ABB. Oh, wake up TP. That thing hurts. It's one of the few DPs with actual iframes on it. Just throwing a whole bunch of normals at each other. Oh, 2A. Two A's takes it. It's now 2-1. Akari, Burger. It's like Lemon deliberating here on whether he's gonna keep being Lee or not. The speed. Excuse me. The speed of Kina counterpick. Here we go. I don't know this matchup at all. I don't have a whole lot to say there, other than Akina takes a lot of damage off those DPs. Oh, wow, mistake. Lemon again, providing proof as to why that Akina would be better without that move. Oh, good tech chase. And I think that's an OS. It's an OS sometimes, maybe. Good tick though. Goes for the command grab. A little cheeky. Another good grab. Good string from Lemon. Oh! Block string into command grab. Smart stuff. No, another. Some stuffs the VDD reversal. Oh, wow, what a trade. Good grief. Makes it 2-2. I think. Should. Yeah, Akina's air norms actually are, thinking about it, pretty decent to deal with the Kari 9B. These grabs are kind of tough to deal with. Yeah, there they go. Grab's an extremely blunt tool in this game because it's like 0 frames. And with the switch guard or the fuzzy guard or whatever you call it, you can punish some things with the 0 frame grab that would otherwise be pretty tough, like jump-ins. Let's get Akina in the corner here. Another grab? Alright. Kind of standing right. Oh, there we are. There's a DP. And that is shredding Akina's life total. It's in desperation now. Was that empty jump low? Alright. Oh, good setup. Making a comeback. Now having to deal with Akari's good fireballs. And timer's counting down. Oh, the 2A chain takes it. Alright.
Alright.
The close match right there.
And it was. Alright. So I guess I'm going into losers against you.
That's me.
Huh. Hey Lucas, are you watching the stream? If so, can you come commentate? I don't know if he's there.
Get him in here. Where is he?
Yeah, well. Lucas, get in here. You have the role. Go nuts.
There he is.
I forgot that I had the permission to do so.
The gang's all here.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, 2 of us are not going to be here in about 2 seconds.
Yeah, let me get in. Gotta boot up Pike yet again.
Well, I think we gotta reach out. Never mind.
There you are.
Lucas, are you besmirching the good name of our tournaments to randoms in the Fightgate chat? What's going on here?
I'm what? Nah, I would never do such a thing. Come on, man, why don't you pick EXO too? EXO can for the fun of it. No, let's get them JAs. Yep, that's a real. Then we're trying to start pressure. Off the overhead is going to be a bit better. Not so much. Yeah, it's EXO. Nice tech chase with 5A. Oh, that's not for the block, okay. Nice BP. Gets armor. Rushes in. Grab. Nice meaty. Let me try to jump or something, I don't know. Tetsu right here. Turtles gets punished. Nice display. That's armor. Nice grab, and to jump. UD gets blocked, punish. OTG. Yep, that fixes it because the access will help. JA trades, let's go. Just jumping, okay. Dodges it if you're 6. Single minus punish. Nice anti-air, but rolling that squad. Yes, damage. Nice call out, wow. That was so rude.
I've been had. I don't know what to do.
You can always
I
go EX.
I can't top that. That's the play of the tournament.
I tried my hardest.
It was pretty cool. And now Flames of Justice step in. Alright, doing AB, overhead. Nice flash kick. Just crouching there, okay. Let's feedback grab. Tries to jump out, gets meated. Yeah, that's too many even. Manages to block. Sets it down. Runs and grabs. Nice! Wow! That's the other play of the tournament. Lee Golson. He tried to flash kick, I think. Places armor, pushes in. Where's the grab? It was there. Full combo? Yes, that kills. Nice 5B punish. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Catching the grab. ABB. I think ABB. Nice. Dodge of Iron. Wow, just throwing out flash strikes. Okay. He's gonna go for SDM. Or he doesn't need it. Just to C3 silence into a 5B. 1-1. Doesn't lock the overhead. Someone gets in now. Catches that backdash and gets a tech chase. He is in. Turn the grab. Okay, the back 5B. Another one? Doesn't get a conversion though. What will he do with that armor? Whoa, yeah, that was the M startup. I think. Lemon is blocking the overhead pretty well. Samo is blocking the overhead pretty well. Wow, the end doesn't fully connect. Says his armor. Wow, keeps chasing with JA because of armor. Did he just maybe the dodge? No, that's impossible. Mix-ups. Couldn't react to the low. He read that, but he failed it. Fandango. Oh. Yes, you gotta confirm that with that. That's a 2-4. Punish. Armor. Avoids the grab. And yeah, that's gonna be death. Wow. 5B counter hit damage on the EX. Wow. Yeah, it's a Zen show now. What are you saying off of? ABB? Kunai's OTGs? Another slash. That's not done quite yet, but that is. What's the overhead punish? Yeah. Someone just throwing me all these lashes. It's not up there. Kunai, yeah, one more touch and Lemon dies. Oh, wow, command grab lives. So no, yeah, guard cancel. And it's 2-2. Set point right now. Yep, sticking to hard lead. Wow. those active things. He managed to avoid the flash kick. Wow, what a play. Invisibility slash. Five ANTRs. One more round and Samu can take this set. So go to grand final. Nice. Wait on the 2C, I guess. Manages to block the overhead again, but doesn't complete the punish. This time it works. That's not stun, but the next hit will kill. Oh, SDM attempt. Anything will chip. But a trade of 5A and JC takes the game for Samo. 3-2.
Some good games.
That was pretty fun.
All right. So, moving on to grand finals. We have the Samocamo on loser's side and Delicious Burger on winner's side.
Samo, what happened to just block the slash?
Just block the slash.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how minus is it?
It's very minus up close. It's not as minus at a range.
So... yeah? Yeah, I guess.
There we go. Yeah, it's minus at. I mean, it's minus at a range, but it's not unsafe.
Right.
Main thing is, if you anti-air with it, though, it's just if you catch a forward jump, it's game over.
Alright, grand final.
Setsuna Akari.
We go back to Yak Setsuna for Samo.
Alright, Burger's just bullying Setsuna with this JB here. Setsuna already really struggles to even contest that normal, much less beat it out. And when you can factor in EX trades being, you know, garbage, there's not really a whole lot Setsuna can do against that button without armor. Or deflect, obviously. Someone's making good use of his armor here.
And the DM confirmed. Nice call out.
I think that was on reaction.
I wouldn't say as much, but that was pretty cool either way.
Nonetheless, Samo takes game one in very convincing fashion. Alright, going into game two, Samo throwing out these 5As. It's not a consistent anti-air against JB, but it will sometimes beat it out. Just enough to let Samo start going nuts. He lost life lead though. Delicious Burger could play defensively, but opts to jump in again.
Wow!
I have no idea what happened there, but Burger takes the round.
I think he got hit once, but yeah, that's why he lost armor, but he could block the rest of the DP.
Yeah, he must have gotten hit just as his armor ended. Because I don't think DP beats armor. And if it was 2 hits, the combo counter would have went up. So I guess that's just really unfortunate timing for Samo. Alright.
Oh, no,
Let's go for the follow-up.
The X-Sprays being X-Sprays.
Goes for an auto deflect.
Yeah.
2A.
2As.
Silly combo. Good damage.
How much damage does that do normally? like 4 to 8.
Oh, like a fifth of your health, I think.
Wow.
I don't think that normal scales at all in power.
Wow, you just told you guys to get off of that.
Alright, some pretty solid Oki from the Sama right there.
Just going fast. Nice call out to do the key.
Easy DP, not something you see every day, but seems to work out.
Nice
And
jump over the
Samo takes game 3 with a perfect.
Wait, that's 3 already? Damn.
But he didn't take 3 games in a row. He took the 3rd game of the set.
Oh yeah, no yeah.
So it's 2-1.
5 point already, reset. Damn.
I mean, that's a fair assumption with Samo.
Yeah, maybe it was Moria, I think. Then we are that already reset. So he get corner pressure?
Alright, does Burger land it? Yes, he does! I don't think he's gonna kill, but he's gonna hit damage cap. Got frame trapped.
That's so cheesy. I hate it.
Yeah, the trick is that Flash Kick has a lot more recovery than you think at first glance. So you're actually supposed to delay your punish a fair bit so that way you don't get frame trapped. And then you can punish any of the follow-ups on reaction.
I gotta slide him over that.
Bro, if you can option select if you can option select someone's pressure, I will know about it. That's my job here.
You know, the lab, man. Just hurt. Ah, fuck.
Oh, wow, that killed! Scores 2-2. Samo's gotta switch off Setsuna now.
Aww. I would like to see Setsuna reset. Yeah, just block the slash.
Doesn't try for a stun conversion. That was interesting. Nonetheless, he manages to take it. Alright, good throw from Burger. Run up Flash Kick!
You have no fear, even against one Tetsu. The other teams will get nothing out of it.
Alright, what's for breakfast? 5A2C. Samo gets a bracket reset.
Do I gotta change my characters if I reset the bracket, or do I have to stick?
You gotta stick, don't you?
I don't think so. It's technically a new bracket.
No? Really?
Either way, we don't have a win switch rule, because we haven't needed one until now.
Thank goodness I forgot the EX code.
But yeah, we gotta get that for next week.
I gotta get Shrine 2, I swear this tape isn't lag. Wow, these are the flash. Okay.
Alright, good aim here. Just throwing out these 2-3-6s.
The third.
Yeah, if you're not specifically watching for it, it's surprisingly difficult to punish in this matchup. Because actually that ranges all of Akari's normals and beats her Fireball and Jump In directly. And that's pretty much everything Akari's normally doing unless she's watching for you to jump in. That's gonna do a pretty decent chunk of damage.
Back chase. Another one? Yeah.
Man, EX Setsuna's type chases
drops
are
it.
no joke. Safety cancels are nasty.
Bakari super confirmed.
Oh. Guess that's enough to kill. Alright, just throwing some JBs here. Burger has life lead. They can just sit on it all day now. Setsuna has no real way to open you up. Especially if you've got a 2-frame low like Akari. It's a good kill. There it is.
Vamos. Please. That's still bad in there.
Right, Burger's on his last shot of life here. Manages to frame trap the dive kick again, or the flash kick again, though.
Is that gonna kill?
I think it will. Ah, not yet.
Nice. 3 confident jumps. Right. Akari JB is once again proving very valuable in this matchup. Yes, the super confirm. I would have dropped. He's been getting good at those. Making me proud.
I don't think I've seen an Akari consistently land those from off screen.
Is it Zan? Yeah. The Zan show.
Alright, 3 in a row. Alright, spacing him out with these kunais. Burger not blocking a wake up. Finally does, but just outside of range to punish. Good deflect. Yeah, teleport is 100% a gimmick in this matchup. There's some matchups where it's debatable, and Zantetsu is absolutely not one of them. Literally, the only thing he would ever use that gets beaten by it is kunai, and we've got better options. If you have a read that hard. Alright, good flash from Samo. Gets the cross up. The really nasty thing about that, Oki, is that if you roll forwards, it just turns from same side to cross up. Because you don't actually have to aim the slash. It chooses the side for you.
I'm not even the Zan knows.
Gets the instant over that super.
Okay.
Ooh, just a little too early on that slash.
For him.
Alright, takes it with a throw. Here we are, last game of the tournament. Winner take all. Alright, some good areas from Burger here. Gets the tick throw.
Crashing to Wade. What's the worst that could happen?
Alright, Burger just throwing out these 2 ways. Samo not punishing.
Burger has a chance, but it gets caught by a grab.
Yeah, failing to kill Zantetsu when he's in desperation in this matchup is really bad, because that forces you to approach all of a sudden. Because his DM will beat pretty much everything Akari wants to do at full screen, besides, well, teleport, but she doesn't want to do that, so forget I said anything. Oh!
Okay, yeah, interaction.
The most obscure reflector in the game, and Samo takes the
Yeah.
tournament.
GG's.
Good games.
Alright, well, congratulations!
I wish I could have played EX set the whole time, but I got stuffed.
You could have, you just chose not to.
I chose to.
You got
yes.
no one to blame but yourself.
Alright,
He's
well,
good, man.
He is, I like him.
despite the rough start, that was a pretty good tournament. Thank you everyone for participating and for watching. Hope to see y'all next week, and yeah.
Yeah, thanks for hopping on, Lucas.
You got it, bro.
Have a good night, everyone.
Sleep tight.
See ya.